First this evening, let's begin by queering up politics. Melania Trump to host Log Cabin National Gala at Mar-A-Lago. Conservative heads explode. The former First Lady Melania Trump is making headlines once again, this time for her upcoming appearance at a fundraiser for the Log Cabin Republicans, a conservative LGBTQ+ group. The event is scheduled to take place on April 20th at Mar-A-Lago. This isn't the first time Melania has collaborated with the Log Cabin Republicans. In 2021, she attended the group's annual Spirit of Lincoln Gala as the guest of honor. However, not everyone in the Republican community is pleased with Trump's association with the pro-LGBTQ+ cause. Christian Republicans, in particular, are expressing frustration at Trump's involvement in the Log Cabin Republicans, a group that is banned from the Texas Republican Party. Jenna Ellis, a former attorney for Donald Trump, has also expressed dismay over the Trump's participation in a pro-LGBTQ+ event. She said, quote, "This is an example of something Trump is doing that zero Christians can support," end quote. Emphasizing her disagreement over Trump's support for Log Cabin Republicans, she adds, quote, "Where and when in conflict, I follow Christ over Trump," end quote. Melania Trump's involvement in her husband's presidential campaign has been limited, with only 2 formal public appearances noted. The first in November 2022, campaign kickoff, and a joint appearance with him in March to vote in the Florida presidential primary. And now she's supporting a conservative LGBTQ+ group. Does it mean Trump is trying to pander to the LGBTQ+ community? If yes, will it work? Hell to the no, it won't work. Listen, Melania Trump, girl, listen, it makes sense that this event is on 420 because you're going to have to be really high to go to Mar-A-Lago and deal with Melania Trump, okay? I am so glad that James is here because he'll be able to maybe tell me a little bit about this. I personally think that Melania Trump is hiding somewhere with some Cheetos and her dog watching TV, that this is an AI hologram of her, and that is why we've only seen her come out twice. Okay, that is what I think. James, what do you think?
I mean, I feel like you could be right. I think she's strategic in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think she is very much. Sometimes I feel bad for her. But on some she really was like, you know what? I'm gonna marry this billionaire. I'm gonna have money. I'm gonna do what I want. And then this man turns around and becomes president. I mean, I would be pissed if I was.
Messed up her and he became that president. You know what I mean?
Of all presidents.
Yes. Yeah.
I just feel like she wasn't trying to be first lady. That doesn't.
She was probably like, oh, he'll live another 5, 10. And
she had that off, right?
Going. And where does this person get off saying zero Christians are going to be behind our community? Like, we are literally in Sunshine Cathedral Church. I hate that brush is used to paint over all Christians when that's not even the way I think that the majority.
Wow.
It's funny how the Pope thinks. Like the Pope is,
that's somebody you should listen to.
That they can bless same-sex unions, but couples. So I feel like if it's clear, like you said, to your point, like it's clearly not all Christians, and it's a weak excuse for them to use that.
But I'm loving the implosion. I'm loving the implosion of between conservatives, you know, because Trump this is not his first time, going to an LGBTQ+ event and supporting LGBT. Do you not remember when it was Trump for Gays and he had the flag and he was waving it in front of the podium?
Yes, and he sent his daughter, not the popular one, the other one.
Yeah, the other one. The other one that nobody knows.
Nobody remembers that had an addiction. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He sent her to represent him.
Yeah.
And then he said something like, I have been the president that has done more for LGBTQ+.
For the gays. No, he said the gays. He said for the gays. Yeah. I remember because he calls us the blacks. And he calls the gays the LGBTQ+. He calls them the gays. So this isn't his first time. It's like, where have conservative Christians gone? Who do they think that Trump is? And I follow Christ before I follow anything. Girl, get out of here.
Well, I think Melania will feel right at home at a Log Cabin Republican event because they're just money-hungry whores just like she is. Wow, Brad. At least we know she'll be well-dressed. Either that or she will face the wrath of those sick queens at her own home at Mar-A-Lago.
Or all of us.
She does always come with, she really gets the evil villain look down. Her and Ivanka, they have that evil fascist look down to a T.
Yes, they do.
But I do think also, I want to go back to what you were saying though about conservatives kind of imploding here, because this does show Trump has never been about anything other than Trump.
Right.
So once you say I'm for Trump, Trump actually does not care if you're black, white, gay, anything, he cares that you're for Trump. And
Yeah.
that's
Right.
what it all comes down to.
Right.
Yep.
Disposable as well. I think that these log cabin Republicans, as weird as we find them, though, are important to understand. Understanding them, I think, gives you a little bit of an insight into understanding conservatives, and you cannot change somebody's mind that you don't understand where they're coming from.